the circumstance. And you can imagine, I mean, what is an encomium? It's prose, it's praise, it's like a poem, and you tell people. People will now make up things to say how wonderful you are.
Yeah.
So if I'm convicted of something, I would go for it, because the encomium will come.
It'll come. Yeah. I think this proverb is tied to the one we had yesterday, where towards your journey, it will not be a smooth ride. You know what I mean? And through that, even as you struggle and you put in the work, that those who will just want to put you down, that those who criticize you, unafanya, because they're not looking at the bigger picture. But once you achieve whatever it is you are looking for, once you get to that point and you say, I finally did it, I'm at that now end of the tunnel where there is light, I'm at the light. People will then say, see, hard work did what?
Pays.
Yeah.
Yep. It does.
It does.
Okay. I want to say good morning to you, and I know that we're having an issue with the sound this morning, so we're trying to get that sorted out and back up to par. But let me just say hello to you anyway, for those who are tuned into the room this morning. Lovely to have you here. You can just tell us where it is that you're tuned in from. And then we can say hello to you. Our live streams are up. Are they doing a doozy on us this morning? It would appear as though they are. So I think that's back. No?
It's doing that thing, not yet.
Okay. Are we there? Okay. I think we had to reset things. Okay, so let's do this. Let's take that break now and come back after that, and then we can say hello to everybody who's tuned into the room this morning. We're doing things a little bit upside down this morning, but then you just keep coming into the room, and then we'll say hello to you when we come back from this break. Let's take a look now at what's going on with weather and traffic, and then we'll come back and continue saying hello to you, and then look into the headlines. Kabish? Good.
Kabish.
This is the Situation Room. The only way to start your day. The weather with SpiceFM.
All right, looking at partly cloudy conditions in Nairobi, currently at 12 degrees, and we will see a high later on of 25 and a low of 13. And looking into other parts of the country, into Nakuru at 19 degrees, we'll see a high of 26. We'll see a high of 25 in a sunny Nyeri and a high of 28 in a mostly sunny Eldoret. We're looking into a high of 30 in Kisumu with a high of 28 into Kakamega. Mombasa will see a high of 29, and we'll also see a high of 29 in Malindi. We'll see a high of 28 looking into Marsabit, and Kampala will see a high of 29 going into Thursday. We'll see a high of 30 in Dar es Salaam and a high of 26 in Johannesburg. Lagos will go to a high of 30, and we're looking at a high of 28 in London with a low of 22 in Beijing. It'll go to a high of 27. Clear skies in New York will bring it to a high of 27.
Chilled Spice.
Sugar and spice and everything nice. Spice FM.
Spice up your life. Traffic.
All right, where are we this morning? There's a little bit of traffic that started to build up in different parts of the city, but I think the most of it that we're seeing this morning is coming in from the Thika Superhighway, just a smidgen of that as you get out towards that Pangani underpass. But that's the worst of it for now from what we can see. And we're also seeing some traffic starting to build up on Jogo Road as you get towards Landys. And it's going to be a busy beehive of activity from all that we can see at the moment. On Gong Road, it's busy, but not too crazy. We're keeping an eye on all of this, and we'll talk and keep it moving. Spice FM KE on X, hashtag The Situation Room.
Habari ndio hii. StarTimes Startimes tumejiamulia kukupa raha bila limit. Mwezi huu wa Agosti, lipia subscription yako wape watoto holiday iliyojaa cartoons, adventure na raha tele. Tazama Magical First Discoveries kwenye Baby TV. Enjoy Princess Doremi na Super Wings kwenye ST Kids. Cheki Fireman Sam na Thomas and Friends kwenye Jim Jam. Kisha upate action ya Avatar The Last Airbender kwenye ST Tunes. Nunua aerial decoder kwa shilingi 1399 na dish decoder kwa shilingi 2499 kwenye maduka yetu nchi nzima. Piga *858# na urecharge subscription yako kuanzia shilingi 329 kwa nyota ama shilingi 549 kwa Nova Bouquet. Startimes, furahia maisha kidijitali.
Mature, intelligent talk every morning. Spice up yourself. Mornings done right. 94.4 Spice FM, Nairobi.
Okay, so this is what we want to say. A very good morning to everybody who tunes in this morning. Thank you for being here. We want to say hello to your live streams are back up. A little bit of a technical hitch, but at least we can see about getting that sorted in. All right, where are you tuned in from this morning? And thank you very much for being here. Tell us where you're tuned in from. Let's get a word from you. Nini?
Yeah, you'll see it.
Okay, I'll see it.
You'll see it.
Okay. The County Secretary of Kwale County is one Chidodo Leli Rateng. And she's greeting all of you this morning.
Tumesalimika.
Getting us live and clear. Chidodo. Okay. Okay, Sylvia.
Sylvia. Chidodo
Leli Rateng.
Leli Rateng.
Yes.
Kuna jina nzuri.
Kabisa. Hata yeye ni mtu mzuri kabisa. Very beautiful woman. Hey, okay. Let me just keep it moving. The 2000 says, very nice. Yes, we're back. A good morning to you. Mtu Fulani says, I read lips and gestures. Don't worry.
I could... anyway, yeah.
We are very sorry.
Lips.
Hi. Beatrice Amanwa says, good morning, Nduh and Dennis. Good morning to you. D Combo says, good morning. Studio sound and Ina Jam because Aseto Ameva bottom up color.
Guys,
this is mustard. It's not yellow.
Yeah, it's mustard. Please. Please. It's not politically inclinated to anything.
And not at this
just
time.
Just the color of the sun.
All right. He's just bringing the brightness.
Yes.
Yes, that's what he's doing. Okay. Here, Peter says, good morning from Mombasa. Sometimes you need to learn to be quiet, even when you have a lot to say. Kabisa. Just
shut up.
Waka up. Fiela Luhimbo says, good morning, tuning in from Dar. I was AWOL for a while. These side things are getting muddled. I remember a history subject. It was argued that colonialists prepared a knife for their own suicide. Wanda says, good morning, Nduh and Aseto from Toronto. We are back. Yes, we are, like we never left. It's Thursday. Excuse me. Proof that persistence pays off. Can we play Would You Rather? Would you rather lose your phone or your wallet once? Would you rather lose your phone or your wallet?
I'd rather lose my what exactly? I'd rather lose my wallet.
You'd rather lose your wallet?
Yeah.
Okay.
You?
I don't have a wallet.
Okay. Would you rather lose your handbag?
I'm joking.
Let's go to your handbag. You rather lose?
Hey, that's hard.
Okay, my reasoning is every other thing that is in my wallet is in my phone.
Voila.
You get what I mean? So I'm thinking about if I lose my wallet, I still can show my identity because I have it in my phone in digital format. I still can make payments. I can still get to where it is I'm going. So if I lose my wallet, it's just hard.
You can replace stuff.
Yeah, you can replace.
This is okay. Yeah. Now we're applying logic to the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess so. I think so. Then I'd rather lose my wallet. Because then you can, on the phone, you back it up.
Yeah.
All of it. Baba Coco says, good morning. Leo mime to let down. Usijali to merudi pole sana. Nyakundi Emmanuel says, good morning. Nduh and Aseto. We're praying for Nepal and also let IBC come out clean. Those two big things. Okay. Nepal here and IBC. Where? Tell us what's going on.
The floods in Nepal are just where?
Yeah. Rikave Gachagua also is a very interesting man.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a minute. Rose Grace says, good morning. Nduh and Aseto. Mukoaje, siku njema. Kenya yetu inatupatia mambo sana. State House imekuwa TSC awuru. Yeah, so Mutanu says, what is brewing over there at our neighbor Tanzania's house? Where the deputy he's called vice president in Tanzania said, this your wala I'm not doing again, I beg. Just take your thing.
Go.
I beg, leave me alone, baby. I'm not. I beg.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. What?
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
You know, it's interesting. Ahmed Hashi,
Yeah.
when he was here a couple of months ago,
Yes.
he predicted these things, and he said it is very possible that you're going to see a breaking down of institutions that should ordinarily hold up the tenets of democracy. There you go. Senegal,
Hello, Senegal.
Tanzania, hello.
Kenya, which way?
Well, it's one to watch for sure. Anthony Akechi says, restart YouTube, sound is back. Yes, we're back. Madly African says, good morning, folks. And James says, hello, who loves the taste of eggs will not grow his brood. Okay. Cliff Sunday said, good morning, Team Spice. Noted some technical challenges on YouTube, but happy to know you're still here to have great conversations around Kenya deserving better leadership. We are here. Eric Owora saying, good morning to you guys. Good morning. Wakama says, good morning from Dublin, Nduh and Aseto. Mutuflani is greeting Madly African. Okay, continue. No wahala. Baba Koko says, Mutuflani, bado mnaongeleshana huko. Very good. Mnaongeleshana huko. Red Fire Red says, good morning. Joining from Machakos today. Okay, good morning to you. Karibu sana. Isakale says, good morning, Spices. Let's do this day loudly. Touche. We are back now with the sound. You know, I told you guys, while the sound was off, I had said, let's just pretend like a mime in the streets of Paris.
Yes.
You know, those guys are so interesting. You know, when you see them on TV, but when you actually see them, like on the streets of Paris, it's actually weird. I actually stood by one and I was just kind of like watching, in this case, it was a woman, what she did. It's very interesting, kind of creepy, but okay. We were where? We were at Paula Laka says, good morning. Wanda says, Aseto, you are rocking the mustard sweater.
Asante sana, Wanda.
Christina says, you're back. Yes, we are. But he yellow in a kwanga na nuksi. Every time someone wears yellow, there's always a technical hitch in the studio.
Yellow.
Alar. What's nuksi?
Nuksi. Kisirani.
Okay. Okay.
Bad umi.
Wow.
Hakuna nuksi. This one is mustard.
It's mustard.
Christina, mustard.
Jennifer Tenye says, good Lord, thank God you're back. Sorry, woo-wee. People got triggered this morning. Jennifer says it was PTSD even. Good morning, my dear Aseto and Nduh. Good morning, Spice family. Good morning to you. Don't worry, guys. You know, we're back. Alex Gyoko Mwai says, Oyaore Nduh and Aseto. I remember that means good morning.
Yes.
All right. I agree that nothing good will come out of this government. Donge. Isn't it? Yes.
Isn't it?
Isn't it?
Is it?
Simon Kibiru says, good morning, Spices from Mombasa, and very ready for today's conversation. Have a nice one. Waweru Derito says, that's 8:32 p.m.
23.
8:23 p.m.
Okay.
Waweru, what's up, sis? You're shouting the time at us. Okay. 7:30. Okay, I don't know what's going on. What's up?
Wake up.
Where? Okay. Okay, we're up.
Hey, all right.
Thomas Osoro says, hello, Spice team. Eagerly waiting for today's discussions. IBC is boiling nicely. Good morning. Amos Carrier says, good morning, Tune from Nyeri. Bwangi Juma says, hi, Spice. Kama ni ukweli, then there's still one person who's slow. If you know they're goons, why go to Narok? Yeah, so...
Yeah.
People went to Narok yesterday, and unfortunately, vehicles on the presidential motorcade were...
Stoned.
These were bright goons.
Did I see someone with an arrow on their arm?
Yeah. I wonder whether the intelligence knew that such a thing was going to happen.
And I got a question. If they knew, why did they go?
I don't know.
You know, it's not funny.
It's not funny, actually.
It's not funny.
And I call out, look, let me tell you, it doesn't matter who is the victim or the perpetrator. Violence is violence. And this is not tit for tat or, whatever. No, it's not. It's that it happened. It is bad. And when your security apparatus is not able to find out something like that beforehand and then do something about it, whether it was people in Homa Bay, whether it was people in Wasingishu, whether it was people in Narok, it doesn't matter. More so when the person who is supposed to be protected at the highest level in the country, that you see things happening. Let me tell you, the doors are being knocked, CS Murkomen, because now, even in this case, the presidential motorcade was attacked. Unataka?
Yeah.
Seriously.
I mean, because...
So then does it give maybe some kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I'll find the word later. But to the people who've been saying that this guy in this office should be questioned, does it justification?
Yeah.
That's the word I'm looking for. Does it justify their claims?
Think of it this way. The goons are being hired. If anyone right now would just dare say, do we even attack the president?
Which they did.
Imagine. We even did that to the president. And then remember who the president is. If anything happens to the president today, imagine what kind of country this would be.
I mean, for crying out loud. The spotlight is on the Interior Ministry,
yes,
who has the mandate to ensure security is upheld in the country.
Yes.
It is.
It is.
So those people who've been saying that the office of the CS should be looked into in terms of competence, etc., they have justification.
They have justification.
Yes, they do. Because
There's
if the president's motorcade also can be attacked by the goons who you told us, they told you to get rid of them, and you told us that why do you go to a goon-laden area?
Remember, if you've been to a presidential event, you know how it looks like. This band is protected by the elite military and the security apparatus that we have in the country today. Now, if that can happen to the president, president just doesn't show up in Narok. It was pre-planned. They swept the area. They were convinced it was safe for the president. That presidential motorcade is attacked.
CS Murkomen, you have a missed call.
You have a missed call.
Yes, you
do.
And
not just one. Many.
So, Bangi Juma says, good morning. Yeah, that was where that came from. Dark Kevin. Hey, Dark. Why are you dark? Good morning, my people. Did I hear Aseto ask which way Kenya? One time is the only way. Wow.
Okay. Sorry.
Luhimbo says, I guess Nduh didn't get me. That's what I meant when I said there are things getting muddled here. The DP has quit. And yesterday he was stripped of his party membership. He quit. And he's immediately, everything was removed.
Yeah.
Chop.
Tokapa.
But there's a reason why he quit. If you look at the video, there was a bit of a kerfuffle between himself and President Samia Suluhu. And after that, he was saying, I can't do this nonsense, man. What come on.
Yeah.
Mark Mwangi says, good morning, Spices. Mutuflani was getting my porridge. Okay, people should continue.
Akamu.
Yeah. Akamu.
Yes. Yeah.
Nahashon says, my heart and prayers go out to the people of Nepal. Mother Nature did its thing and it's so sad. Reminder of how life can turn in a second and how forceful water can become. Yes, Nahashon, you're right. Mark Mwangi says, tupate magazeti and the list of guests. Gazeti nakuja sahi. List of guests, Katiba 2026 rather is what we're looking at.
16.
It's 16 years into the after the promulgation of the Constitution. So 3 gentlemen will join us. The Vice Chair of the Judicial Service Commission is Isaac Ruto. Jiro Degwa is a lawyer, an advocate of the High Court, as well as an analyst. And Joshua Nyomori is an advocate. We're going to be looking at Katiba 16 for a couple of hours, looking at the scheduling, looking at the implementation, looking at the bids to have a referendum to change particular things. Let's look at all of that and what exactly following the Constitution has delivered up until 2026. Sawa? Right.
Probisa.
Then we're also going to be looking at human rights in a particular T-zone, and lawyer Kipnetich is going to be with us at 9. Sawa? So it's a heavy Justice Thursday. Very important issues. We'll be looking at those. Good, Mark? All right.
Yes.
Okay. Security says, good morning, Spice. Linda Mwananchi and Linda Party are 2 different things. Nihayo too. Good day, Sifuna. Yours is just to greet Sifuna.
Yeah.
Sawa. Boba Koket, we said, Mukomen, whatever you say will always be used against you. Unfortunately, the icing is glaring and it's going to be serious going forward. Yes, it is. That's why you should be very careful what you say. Please charge the filter batteries.
I tell you, just remove
them in the dock.
Shut
up. And then when you wake up in the morning, put them back in.
You can imagine if everything security would be left to the IG to give that statement because they're the one controlling the police. But anyway,
just don't go where goons are, because then are you gonna? There's a book by who wrote this book? Jeffrey Archer, called Shall We Tell the President? Shall we tell the president that it seems as though the people around you may not be up to the task? Just saying.
You can imagine how IG would have responded to that gun situation. What would he have said? I can actually even give you the script. We will deal with those goons and the people causing mayhem.
You wish.
You know? But now it's
glaring. It's glaring. Come on. It is.
Anyway.
Bangijuma says, remember when they came for DCP, they kept quiet. When they came for Linda Moinichi, no one talked. When they came for ETC, they kept quiet as well. Well, okay. Motuflani says, Nduh, hear President motorcade attack and he false flag. I don't think so. Izakale, and you're talking to each other. Okay, fine. The question we all ask and is and always will be, are these cabinet secretaries qualified for the offices they occupy? A good example is Murkumen. Isn't he failing at the job? Who's keeping who safe?
I once asked that question here.
Calvin Mirindo is tuned in this morning. Jennifer Tenny says, was it stage managed? I don't trust this government. I don't think so. It would be too rookie of a move to do something like that.
Yes.
Especially when you've said the things that you've said in the last couple of weeks. I don't think so. Imagine a fake father leading a mass. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Do you know the things that happen in this country on a daily basis? Sabaheri Team Spice says Roger's lie. And Victor Nyamoki is tuning in this morning. Kindly tell us about the fake pastor at Lordware Catholic Church. Might be a sharp boy. Look, in order for you to I agree. These are people who say they're fake doctor, fake lawyer, fake priest. They're actually very intelligent. Because if I can convince you of something that I am not, we have to ask, am I intelligent or are you a few eggs short of a dozen?
If I am the leadership in the Catholic Church, what you do is you give this pastor an opportunity to go through the system and become the priest he wanted to be. You know? It's that simple.
It is. Yeah. So good morning, Kilamtu. Thank you for joining us this morning. Thank you, all of you, for being patient while we got that little thing sorted out.
A little gafafu.
Yes. And let's get into looking into the headlines of the Kenya's bold newspaper, The Standard. Where? I wonder sometimes. Rigiji just sits and says, okay, Niko na bombshell. That's the real earthquake. Somebody who pronounced an earthquake a few years ago needs to take earthquake lessons. Just saying.
Gotta love it.
This headline is so beautifully pieced together. Rigging Thunderbolt. Rigavi. Or is it just me who is seeing the connection? It's just me. They didn't know what they were doing. Rigging Thunderbolt. Former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has fired a stinging attack at the IEBC, accusing the electoral agency of quietly laying the groundwork for a rigged 2027 election through a digital voting system. I just can't get it out of my head. Rigathi. Anyway, this particular system allegedly tailored for the South Korean firm Miru Systems. He claims the switch could be used to tamper with the voters' register, suppress votes in opposition strongholds, and hand President William Ruto a disputed victory. The IEBC is yet to respond to the grave claims, even as Gachagua is demanding answers over the tender, the officials behind it, and what he calls a high-stakes scheme that could plunge the country into another electoral crisis. The worrisome thing for me is that he doesn't just come out and say they've procured another system. He's coming with names, receipts,
and how the thing's gonna work.
And I'm wondering, okay,
who's your intel master? Who's giving you this intel? Because if you're looking at that system that is South Korean, that means either he got that information from someone from South Korea or someone from
inside here
who went to look at the system and noticed the bugs inside, and voila. Hello,
Kunakiru.
They are planning to rig the thing.
It's the inside folks who are giving this man information.
Yes.
The law on trial. 16 years on, Kenya confronts the gap between constitutional promise and reality, and we'll be having that conversation this morning. Buckingham Palace, the band at Buckingham Palace yesterday gave a rendition of Dolly Parton's song 9 to 5. It was played by the brass band, and I thought that was just quite amazing. This woman actually contributed quite some to country music, but then also did so many collabos with other artists and brought about the face of music in a way that transcended. And she's, I mean, in the likes of Michael Jackson is where Dolly Parton was, kind of like just being able to transcend certain worlds with her music.
There were as much as she was big, she was open to working with the other artists and helping everybody grow. Because she realized that if I grow and many others grow because of me, we both win. The reason why you look at what Whitney Houston did with her rendition, it blew up. By the end of the day, she's the one as well who got royalties from it. So
to the tune of $10 million.
Yeah.
Yep. While that's happening, I want to tell you that Kenya has little time to prepare for El Nino rains as they loom nationwide. Oh, there's no time like the present.
There's no time.
MPs seek answers over delayed last mile connectivity projects. Which delays again? Maybe they told us that they were done. Amma? Well, members of the National Assembly have raised concerns over delays in implementing the last mile connectivity project, accusing contractors and power agencies of failing to deliver their projects on time. Tell me something I don't know.
Expert Opio and I. What did you do?
What's up?
Yeah.
Gachagua challenges IEBC tender for 2027 election technology kits. And of course, he's just telling us that this is the plan, and I'm telling you from inside. I don't expect that anybody from IEBC would come out and say, actually, you know what? It's true. We've changed the system. We've left Carmago. We are now going to South Korea. And what we've actually done is that we've set up a system whereby we can change the voters register and that we can actually rig the election. I don't think anybody is coming out to say we're coming to rig the election. I don't think anybody's going to come out. I expect everybody to come out and say, this man
just
talking things he doesn't know.
Yeah. Should give us the source of what he said.
The when a man would bite a dog scenario is when that would happen. When IBC comes out and says, you know what? Actually, it's true. We want to rig. That's when a man would bite a dog.
We equally know there is no system that is 100% tamper-proof. So perhaps there's the opportunity to tell us in terms of the shortcomings, if there's any.
I thought you'd like to know that City Hall moves to tax event noise as liquor levies shrink. City Hall moves to tax event noise as liquor levies shrink. You know, people go, Melissa, we're drunken outside. Dun, dun, dun. Yes. Now,
to move it.
City Hall says, you're making noise. 10,000. Because now, we're not making so much money on alcohol.
There's a solution.
So noise events. Now you're making noise.
There's a solution.
Yes.
You don't have to have big speakers. Just come. You know, nowadays you have the silent bars where you have headphones, but the DJ is playing music. So everyone is moving.
Let me tell you what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
Under the Act, weddings in residential areas will attract a 20,000 shilling noise permit fee. While garden weddings will cost 10,000, churches and mosques will pay 5,000 annually for noise permits. Now, let me ask you, if I pay this 5,000, does that mean that I can now make noise everywhere? Like I open my church and I say, fire, 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 thunder, thunder, thunder,
That's
2 a.m. I've paid my 5,000. So thunder, fire, you pray up all night. I've paid 5K. Does that mean now that you can make noise?
Somebody scream!
Because it doesn't really take care of the noise.
No, it doesn't.
Because all you've said is that I can pay a penalty, but I can make the noise. Amma?
Yeah.
All right.
So I pay you 5,000 bob and it's all gets open. I can do what I want. I can go as loud as I want.
That's what I'm asking.
But now the question is, this is what the county is saying. But what is NEMA saying when it comes to noise pollution?
Which NEMA?
Oh, NEMA.
Okay.
National Environment Management Authority. That one.
It's okay. Olimma. It's good.
You gave up on Tambo.
Just leave me alone.
Because NEMA would easily go and say it is not in your purview. But anyway, let's tax noise.
Tax noise, man.
That's what they're doing.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tax the noise.
Tax noise.
Yeah, we're gonna make money.
Yeah.
So you have a wedding, tax you. You wanna pray like a freak, tax you. Want to make noise like that means me in my church and my cowbell.
Yeah.
I pay, I can go and preach anywhere.
Yeah.
Thanks. IEBC tender halt puts 2027 polls calendar in fresh jeopardy again. Why?
IEBC?
Ebu some of your headline, me me choke.
IEBC tender halt puts 2027 polls calendar in fresh jeopardy again. So, procurement review involves election technology and ballot papers, critical components of the electoral process. Gachagua alleges pretender-minded tendering, intensifying scrutiny of a procurement process and transparency. So, It's like tendering process in IEBC has been halted or has been paused at the moment. So now there is question when you get to do that, how does all the stakeholders then go through the system to ascertain that everything is up to par? So the eco plan, according to Rigathi Gachagua. So UDA is to support Mungaro as Kilifi zoning row deepens. So Mungaro is a governor through UDA, sorry. And Senate Speaker Amason Kingi has said the United Democratic Alliance will not field a candidate for Kilifi governor in the 2027 general election, but will support incumbent Gideon Mungaro of the Orange Democratic Movement. So that is broad-based. Broad-based is working, is gelling together. Zoning will actually be experienced in Kilifi. But even then, we know that Amason Kingi, did he fold his party? Pa.
It was Pa?
Yeah.
Well, something like that happened, if I'm to remember.
The only person that I know who folded their party is Musalia Mudavadi. So anyway, is he still a party leader? Jubilee shrugs off Nairobi defections as XDP builds DCP. Now, Jubilee Party has downplayed a growing wave of defections in Nairobi, saying the latest departures do not signal a wider collapse of its support ahead of the 2027 general election. Why do you think people are moving?
Why do I think people are moving? Because they're not sure of their future and they want to remain in the water. So they say, let me see, if I move, if the way the wave is going, I'm probably going to have better results if I move this side.
Let's go to the new shiny glossy thing that there is, that everybody is talking about. Now, IEBC is accused of backing South Korea farm in tech bid. So the commission has floated a tender for supply of technology that will be used in the 2027 general election. A Kenyan farm alleged bid specifications was skewed in favor of the Asian firm. So Nduh, I have a question, and maybe this could also be a solution. Elections in Kenya have always been high stakes, especially when it comes to technology aspect of it, because remember our election is hybrid. We have aspects that is manual and digital as well, where we've always had issues with the digital aspect of the election. My question is, individuals at IEBC or at the government of Kenya, have they never sat down to think of how Kenya can have its own solution to our digital aspect of the election? I'm asking that question because if you look at what they say about Brazil, what they say about India, they looked at it and said, we will find a solution to our own problem.
Yeah.
It is the military will come in and look at it and say, we've certified this thing is good. I'm like, is that a direction that Kenya perhaps should go? Because these will never cease to end. Today it will be South Korea. It was Smartmatic. Then who next?
Venezuela.
Yeah, it never ceases to end.
True.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's crack our heads and find a solution to it. I keep on saying, if not the best, but one of the best mobile money technologies in the world that is being studied, right? We can equally come up with a technological system that will help us deal with our election.
But why would you come up with a technological system to help you sort out the election when the point is that you want the counter to be the case? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because I'm very sure if they wanted it, that we would have it right now. Yeah. I'm very sure of that. All right.
Yeah.
Legal row erupts over campaign funding rules. We are still fighting. Faith leaders, NCIC, form a unit to keep the peace. Excuse me.
Yeah. Faith leaders,
NCIC. And NCIC have formed a unit to keep the peace.
Where's the police?
You don't worry. With the 2027 general election approaching, wow. Faith leaders have joined forces with the National Cohesion and Integration Commission and World Vision Kenya to build a coordinated campaign against political violence, hate speech, and other threats to national cohesion. I'm going to stop there because you know what?
Yeah.
You know what I think? I think that if you actually set a precedent for how people can operate, you know what it does? It works as a deterrent for other people who would want to do any kind of foolishness from doing it in the future. But if you're going to sit here and pussyfoot around the issue and say, oh, Dennis, you misbehaved. Dennis, turn around and face the wall, and then you can sit in timeout for 2 minutes.
No!
And then will you promise me that you won't do it again?
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
No!
Dennis, will you not do it again?
No!
Dennis, don't do it again.
No!
That's what you're doing.
Yes.
So anybody else, Nduh will come along and say, what happened when Dennis did this? He was just put in timeout. Very good. I can also do the same. So you can form what did they call it? Unit.
Unit.
You can form as many units as you want. You can say we are going to join up with the United Nations. If you like, go and collect all the United Nations of all the planets in the solar system, plus the Martians and the Saturnians and
Bring
the Jupiters. Put all of them together. No problem. But if you do not deal conclusively with people who perform these bad manners, you will form them and form them and form them.
Let me tell you. I want to know what an NCIC report would do to stop someone from running for election.
Just be writing reports,
you get what
anyhow.
I mean? We want to see what IEBC's NCIC action would do to an individual being cleared by the police, because NCIC should not work alone. NCIC should work with EACC on ethics. NCIC should work with the police on breaking the law. NCIC should work with the IEBC because it is an electoral matter. There are things that someone should be able to have. Because at the end of the day, IEBC as well should only clear individuals who are fit, individuals who are the best in the society to run the affairs of the country.
Yes.
So if you're forming a unit with faith leaders, well, that is welcomed. Guess what? You said you were pussyfooting.
Yes.
You were pussyfooting.
I know you'd like that word. Okay, so MP Kapondi records statements over politicians' murder. You want to know what that is? All right. Mount Elgon MP Fred Kapondi has recorded a statement with detectives investigating the murder of former Cheptais councillor and businessman Nathan Wasama Masai. Kapondi was summoned Monday to the Western Regional Police Headquarters in Kakamega, where he appeared before officers from the Directorate of Criminal Investigations to provide information that could assist in unraveling the killing. Yeah, so that's happening there. The other stories that we're looking at: EACC arrests 3 officials over alleged 92 million shilling county deals.
Which county?
Excuse me. The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission has arrested 3 Turkana County officials and associates over alleged irregular dealings involving 92 million. As per the money that they're sending you, it's not enough.
Yes.
You've still decided
close to 100 million is mine, is ours. Yeah.
Come on. Ruto, governors race to end health strike as death fears grow, as they should. When people bring themselves to hospital, it's not because they said, what a wonderful Thursday it is. Let's go and see what's happening in the hospital. No, they're sick. And the more they stay there without care, guess what? Death is what? It is imminent. So I actually agree. Race. Pump the arms. Move a little faster. But you know, the thing is very, very simple.
Yeah.
CBA. You promised that you were going to do something.
Yeah.
You put it down on paper. Both sides signed. So you just do your part.
You know what headline I want to see? Ruto governors agree to honor health workers CBA.
Kwisha maneno.
Right? The next thing we know is doctors that morning. In fact, once it's been signed.
Tuko kazi. Sure. MPs challenge Speaker over TSC jobs claim. Now they want to come and tell us that actually, that's not what he meant.
That's exactly what he meant.
When I tell you that barua zenu iko hapa State House, mutapea barua, how can anything else possibly be what I meant?
Yeah.
What did you mean to say? That there are ponies running around the Masai Mara? I mean, what did you mean? How is it that this one thing that you're so categorical over, your letters are at State House, mutapea barua, mwende mufanye kwanza kazi? How can that now also mean that there are hot air balloons rising over the Masai Mara? Do you understand? As in, it's so what else could it possibly be that you said? Let me just breathe a bit.
Do you also expect that the very same MPs who are accused of being given these TSC letters against the law are the ones who are asking then their boss, who said the very same thing, that we'll get any clarity from this? Let's move on swiftly.
Somebody needs to ask Moody Awori what he drinks, because geez, the guy's like a vampire.
Aging like fine wine.
I'm telling you, it's not a small wahala.
Black don't crack, man. Telling you.
Decades-old row on 8 billion shilling Karen land now headed to the Supreme Court. People are saying the land is ours. Others are saying it is ours. Oh, my father did. You know what? court tell us what to do and leave the rest of us alone.
I'm telling you.
And the center of this is former Vice President Mudi Awori. He's been fighting over the prime Karen land since 1980. Where? Some of us were not even born.
Yo.
But that is what the case is, and they've been fighting over that 8 billion shillings worth of land. So now they said, you know what, let's go to the Supreme Court and let's see who this really belongs to.
Me, I'm still stuck at the 8 billion. That is like an entire county allocation.
Even more.
Hey.
Potato farmers turn to modern technology to beat quality seed shortage. Watu Waweru. Hey, Zivlin Mongai. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So that you can you want to always have. I think that looking at alternate sources of food should always be front and center in the minds of a lot of people. And if you got to turn to technology to ensure that your seed for this very important food is important, because look at all the things you can do with potato.
True.
You can boil it, you can fry it, you can chip it, you can crisp it, you can mash it, you can broil it, you can bake it, you can hash brown it. Just all of that with a potato. You can make dhupu.
Can make dhupu.
Oh, dhupu.
But you know, like I think it's an important way to look at things, because what this also means is on the small parcel of land that you have, you can get more from that by using technology and harnessing the quality seeds that you do need. So I think it's a good way to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like that
Food
kind
security.
of story. Yes. I think it's a good thing that looking into the opinion pages, Elias Makua talks about the religion should not be used as ammunition during elections. It should not. It's excuse me. Also looking at, should people without degrees vie for election? And what Kenya must learn from Singapore's affordable housing model. There's a lot to be learned there. Jill Kaunda. I've never met a woman in Kenya called Jill. Very interesting. She said preparing for the El Nino rains must begin at community level. This is true. Yeah. Just like you were saying.
Yep.
And in the business of the Standard today, election anxiety casts a shadow over Kenya's economic outlook. It's normal. I think it happens in any country. Just before an election year, that there's always, and you're going to start to see those fissures in Nigeria next year. You'll see them in South Africa, because look at the major corners of the continent are going into an election year. Okay.
So we also have the pull out of the Katiba at 16, where the Standard has gone deep into the implementation of the Katiba. So be sure to get yourself a copy of Kenya's Bold newspaper. As well, you can get it online on www.epaper.standardmedia.co.ke.
There you go. No vintage joke. I was not born in 1996. Nice try. Good morning, everybody. It is now 7 o'clock.
The latest news from around the world. 94.4 Spice FM.
Good morning. This is the news. I'm Sheila Tembor. The EFCC has arrested 3 suspects in connection with the 92 million shillings corruption case in Turkana County. The suspects arrested in Eldoret are accused of misappropriating public funds and money laundering. EFCC North Rift Regional Manager Kuntai Oletingisa said 5 other suspects are still being sought, including Turkana County government officials and their business associates.
EFCC arrested 3 suspects, including officials of county government of Turkana and their business associates, in connection with investigation into allegation of conflict of interest, unlawful acquisition of public property, money laundering, and dealing with proceeds of crime involving Kenya shillings 92 million. The investigation established that Peter Longole, Apua, Lilian Akiru, Loruka, as the beneficial and directors, respectively, of Apuko Holdings Group Limited and Atiltila Group Company Limited, unlawful traded with the county government of Turkana, resulting into 2 companies receiving a combined total of Kenya shillings 92 million between the financial years 2013-2014 and 2024-2025.
EFCC has urged the remaining suspects to surrender immediately. The 3 arrested suspects are expected to be arraigned in court today as investigations continue to locate those still at large.
EACC hereby direct the following suspects to immediately present themselves at the EACC North Regional Office, Eldoret, or at the nearest EACC office for processing. In addition to the criminal proceedings, the Commission will pursue the recovery and forfeiture of public funds and assets.
MPs have rejected claims that some legislators are obtaining TSC employment letters to distribute to constituents or sell to job seekers. National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula had alleged that some MPs receive up to 10 appointment letters, with some reportedly turning the opportunity into a business. Ruaraka MP TJ Kajwang said he has never received any such letters, while Seme MP James Nyikal denied accompanying the Speaker to State House to collect them.
Right now, I am told that TSC